Hello. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about the point called predictive cost modeling. Predictive cost modeling or estimation is the process of predicting the effort required to develop a software system. So one of the most widely used and appreciated cost estimation tools is Boehm's COCOMO, which was first introduced in 1981. So this COCOMO actually stands for Constructive Cost Model and it is a predictive model. Before that, what is the need of these cost models while developing a software systems? Because cost estimation is one of the most challenging tasks in project management. So accurate estimation is required for software development project. This cost estimation process includes estimating size of the software product to be produced, estimating the effort required, developing the project schedules, and finally estimating overall cost of the project. Right? So the predictive nature makes it possible to obtain meaningful resources estimates already early in the software development life cycle. Means the accurate estimation is very important because it helps to classify and prioritize development project with respect to overall business plan, and also it can be used to determine what resources are required while developing and how we are going to use those resources. It also assesses the impact of planning and replanning, and the most important one is project can be easier to manage and control when resources are better matched with the real time needs, right? So this is why the predictive cost modeling is very important during the development of software system. There are three forms of this original COCOMO 81, that is basic, intermediate and detailed, as well as the more recently released COCOMO 2. Let us see the first one, that is basic COCOMO. The basic COCOMO model is based on thousands of lines of deliverable source instructions. Means this basic COCOMO model gives an appropriate estimate of project parameters. For example, let us see how this COCOMO model works. For a given piece of software at the time t, to complete its function L, the effort equation for the basic COCOMO model is t equals to a L raised to b, where t, as I told, is the time, L is nothing but linear function, and a and b parameters are empirical functions of the type of the software to be constructed. Now these parameters a and b varies depending on the nature of the system. Means what? If the system is organic, means it is not heavily embedded into the hardware, then the parameters are used a equals to 3.2 and b equals to 1.05. If the system is semi-detached, that is partially embedded into the hardware, then these parameters are a equals to 3.0 and b equals to 1.12. And finally, if the system is embedded, that is closely tied to the underlying hardware like inertial measurement system, then the following parameters are used: a equals to 2.8 and b equals to 1.20. The inertial, by taking the values of this inertial measurement system using the feature points, that is L function, 37.6 thousand lines of C code were estimated. Hence, the effort level estimate is obtained using basic COCOMO, that is t equals to 2.8, which is value of parameter A, then 37.6 lines of code, C code, and raised to B, that is 1.2 equals to 169k. So this is how we can estimate using COCOMO, basic COCOMO model. But there are some drawbacks of this basic COCOMO model. First one is what? It can be observed that the development time is a sublinear function of size of product. Means when size of product increased 2 times, the time to develop product does not double but rises moderately. right? This is one of the drawback. And the second one, the accurate estimation is not obtained using this basic COCOMO because host of the other project parameters besides the product size which affects the effort required to develop the product as well as the development time. So to improve this accuracy, the next type of this COCOMO is used, that is intermediate and detailed COCOMO. The intermediate or detailed COCOMO models dictate the kinds of adjustment used. Means the basic COCOMO model assumes that efforts and development time are functions of product size alone. But however, a host of the other project parameters besides the product size which affects the efforts of the development, the efforts in the developing product as well as the development time. Therefore, in order to obtain accurate estimation of the effort and project duration, the effect of all the relevant parameters must be taken into account, right? So once the effort level for the basic model is computed based on the appropriate parameters and numbers of the source instructions, other adjustment can be made based on additional factors. In this, for example, if the lines of code to be produced consist of design modified code modified code and integration modified code rather than straight code, right? Adjustments are then made to time t based on two sets of factors which we have seen in basic COCOMO model. The adaptation adjustment factor A and effort adjustment factor E. So this adaptation adjustment factor is a measure of kind and proportion of code that is being used in the system, namely design modified and code modified or integration modified, and that can be calculated by this formula: A equals to 0.4 into percent design modified, 0.03 into percent code modified, and 0.3 into percent integration modified, right? For new components, here we are taking A, that is 100. On the other hand, if all the code is design modified, then A equals to 40. Like this we are going to assign the values for A. Then the new estimation for delivered source instruction E is given by L into A by 100. L into A by 100. So an additional adjustment, the effort adjustment factor, can be made to the number of delivered source instructions based on variety of other factors including product attributes, computer attributes, personal attributes, and project attributes. Now product attributes such as performance constraints means the characteristics of product that are considered including the inherent complexity of the product and reliability requirement of the product, etc. Then computer attribute means it includes the execution speed required, storage space required, etc. Personal attributes such as application experience, program capability, analysis capability, etc. Then project attributes means or development environment. It includes the development facilities available to developers, and most important parameter that is considered is the sophistication of authentication tools, that is case used for software development, right? So this is about what intermediate and detailed COCOMO model. And the last one is COCOMO 2. The COCOMO 2 is a major revision of COCOMO model that is involving to deal with some of the original version's shortcoming. Means a major shortcomings of both basic and intermediate COCOMO model is what they consider a software product as a single homogeneous entity. However, most large systems are made up of several smaller subsystems, and these subsystems have different characteristics, right? For example, the original COCOMO 81 model was defined in terms of delivered source instructions, and COCOMO 2 uses metric resource lines of code instead of delivered source instructions. Means some subsystems may be considered as a organic type, some semi-detached, or some embedded. Not only that, inherent development complexity of the subsystem may be different, but also for some subsystem the reliability requirement are high, and so on. So this COCOMO 2 model consider these different characteristics of subsystem and estimates the effort and development times. In addition, in COCOMO 2, some of the more important factors that can contribute a project's expected duration and cost are included as new scale drivers. These scale drivers are used to modify the exponent B in the fundamental effort equation. What are those? Architectural or risk resolution, development flexibility, process maturity, project novelty, and team cohesion. Right, these scale drivers of project novelty and development flexibility, for instance, describes many of the same attributes found in the adjustment factor of the original COCOMO model. It is beyond the scope of real-time system text to discuss COCOMO or its use in more detail. As with any matrix or model, it must be used carefully and be based on insight and experience. So nevertheless, using such well-proven cost model is clearly better than using none at all. So this is what about the cost predictive models. Thank you.